as far as like competency and skill ability, that's a different thing. But we can go through this just stupid, silly name stuff. I had Team Milk, just mature, long, king. Like, king is very beginner friendly, I think. So she's always a pretty good point or anchor if you want her on your team. This was a team that I was rolling through like arcade mode. Team Chops Kick, Chop Chop Kick. See, there's no real rhyme or reason. Like mechanics on like what you would want out of a point mid and anchor that goes out the window. This is just like where my mind goes. But like I guess it's okay that mature is not in 15 since I'm forgetting so much knowledge of her. Leona, like the reason why I tried to give her a chance was I don't like charge characters, and Guilty Gear Strive May with Totsugeki is super charge friendly. The timing is different. So going from May, I think Leona's more accessible compared to trying to play Guile in Street Fighter. His timing for his charge inputs, they don't feel good to me. Um, Here we have mature Leona King again for 13. Yuri, like Vanessa is a character that I would love to be good at, but she's too complicated. Yeah, so that's probably why Leona feels pretty good. And then you saw me playing Hydern. Uh, I think his moves are even better than Leona, even though they are similar. This is like from the beta, Shermie is way easier to play than ever, and I'm excited about that. So the dream is to be good at Shermie, but I don't know in actuality. Yuri's another pretty easily manageable Shoto type character, just like King, right? So those are pocket picks, I guess. Uh, Team All Grapplers. So Blue Mary and Shermie, and then Vice. I think you're into Vice too, right? It's funny, like only in like the past year I was like warming up more to Vice because I always thought Mature was the superior pick. And doing Eureka is pretty fun. But being able to do Vice's air super, not on command, like very difficult to do it online, but just being able to do that in practice gave me like a lot of confidence that, oh, maybe yeah, Vice is somebody that I would want to try out. So yeah, Elizabeth being in the game confirmed. Uh, this is the joke. Team CFNM. If you don't know what that is, don't Google it at work. Okay, it's just a joke. Um, yeah, Chizuru. She was a character that was a lot of fun during the beta. With Blue Mary coming back. Long Vanessa, Shermie looking great. I didn't give a crap about Chizuru. But then playing her in the beta, I was like, oh, she's fun. She has like those shadow doppelganger dynamics like Basara does in Samurai Showdown. And I'm not great with him either, but I play between him and Shiki in Samurai Showdown. So I'm like, I was winning stuff. And I think her forward D is like a really good normal. Like that boot. Team Wolves, that doesn't actually have Terry Bogard. This is just because Whip, Leona, Vanessa, WLV. That's where my mind goes with these team compositions. Like Whip is another character in theory that I would love to be good with, but in 14 she was screwing me up so bad because now in retrospect I can think of other characters, Amane and Blaze Blue, and then even Ivy and Soul Calibur. Like if your opponent's really really close and you hit a certain normal, it's gonna go past them. But it was like really frustrating me trying to use Whip and the opponent's right next to me and I want to jab interrupt them and I hit the wrong button and my Whip is like going behind them. Um, Another idea for our family is Whip, Leona, and Hydern. Team Military. Team Hansi. So you have two grapplers, and then Yuri, she's the puncher. Yeah, yeah. Whip in 2002 Unlimited match, she has that gun super, and I don't think it's such a big deal that they took it out. But a lot of the. That's right. Yeah, I think that's how I justify putting Yuri in this group. Uh, Whip, she has certain moves where you think she'd be plus on block, and she's not. And maybe that'll change in 15, but that's one thing that really screws up trying to use her and learn her rhythm. Yeah, Yuri's command grab. I kept trying to do that in that last match with that guy, but it wasn't working. Team Lethal, I I don't love it. It was just me being like, oh yeah, I forgot to include Long in here. And honestly, the composition of Long, Vanessa, and Blue Mary, I think that's a pretty solid team right there. But just trying not to use the default presets. Um, you know, Terry, he's super cool. Hey man, get you some sleep. Keep working hard, man. Always appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, whenever I see you online again, I'm gonna try to hop in your chat. All right. Um, I think a team composition. Okay, Saturday. All right. Good looking out. I'll be I'll be on the lookout for that. Team hats. So we have Terry and Hydern. They have hats. Who else in 15 has hats? I don't know. Let's see. 5, 15. Oh yeah. Isla, right? But I mean, Hydern's already part of like her official team, so I was like, oh, that's kind of lazy. Yeah, and nobody else has hats. Hats and headbands, maybe. Maybe that's the fun composition to think of. Oh, Anton, and then maybe if I want to count Kukri's hood. Do you think they'll put Najd back in there? Oh, Clark, you're right. Oh, but Clark is hard, man. Here, let's go look at Clark's inputs real quick, and then we'll wrap up the stream there.